Namaste to all JVNs. Myself JVN Dr. Khushbu Verma from Faculty of Agriculture and Veterinary Science. Today we will discuss about protein structure and their classification. First of all, what is protein? Protein is a biomolecule which is required to formation of a cell, which is a basic unit of life. So you can say that proteins is a polymer, polypeptide chain which is made up of amino acid sequences, and proteins are organic nitrogenous compounds in which a large number of amino acids are joined together by peptide linkage to form long polypeptide chains. Peptide linkage in between carboxyl group and amino group is formed when amino group of one amino acid condenses with carboxylic group of another amino acid, eliminating a one molecule of water. It means protein is made up of amino acids. There are many amino acids which held together with the help of peptide bond, and they make the polypeptide chain and prepare a protein. And the peptide bond is formed in between one amino acid, in between amino group of one amino acid and carboxylic group of another amino acid. That end of polypeptide chain where the carboxylic group of amino acid is not involved in peptide chain or peptide linkage is called as C-terminal end, and the other end of the polypeptide chain with amino acid having free NH2 group is called N-terminal end. Although they may be hundreds of amino acids in a single polypeptide chain, but fundamentally there are only 20 different amino acids which are known as standard amino acids that constitute amino proteins in plants. There may be repetition of amino acid constituently or at intervals in polypeptide chain. Here we can see here we can see that amino acids are here. This is one amino acid, second one is amino acid. Here peptide bond will be formed in between this carboxylic group and this amino group, and one water molecule will be released, and there will be peptide bond formed, and the free end of polypeptide chain having NH2 group is known as N-terminal, and free end of polypeptide chain having carboxylic group is known as C-terminal. Because of their very large size, the proteins are often called as the gingiatic molecules or macromolecules of the cell. Their molecular weight may range from few thousands to over a million, means 100 lakhs. Now come to the structure. So on the basis of structural arrangement, there are structures are divided in between primary structure, secondary structure, tertiary structure, and quaternary structure. So first of all, we will go for the primary structure of protein. So specific sequences or arrangements of the amino acids in the polypeptide chain constituent the primary structure of the protein. Here we can see this is the complete single polypeptide chain having various amino acids, and here is this is the polypeptide chain in between carboxylic group and amino group. Next one is the secondary structure of proteins, or you can say helix structure. Polypeptide chains of the proteins is protein molecule is held in a coil or helical shape by hydrogen bonds which are established in between the peptide linkage. The coiled or helical shape of polypeptide chain constituents of alpha helix or secondary structure of proteins. Here, two types of secondary structure. First is alpha helix, second is beta plated chain. In the alpha helix, only one single polypeptide chain will be present, and more hydrogen bonds will be formed in between carboxylic group of one amino acid and amino group of one amino acid, and they will start to create curve, and that is known as a alpha helix. But in the beta plated sheets, two polypeptide chains will be involved. There are two types or two arrangements in beta plated chain, antiparallel and parallel. In the parallel beta plated chains, both polypeptide chains will arrange in a same manner, same arrangement, and hydrogen bond will be formed from one carboxylic group of one polypeptide chain and amino group of second polypeptide chain. So hydrogen bond will be formed in between of two polypeptide chains in beta plated sheets. Here we can see that although hydrogen bonds are very weak, but when they are present in a large number all along the backbone of the polypeptide chain, they reinforce one another to stabilize the helical structure. In a typical helical form, protein, each NH group is connected to a carboxylic group by a hydrogen bond at a distance equivalent to 3 amino acid residues. This kind of arrangement is common in between both types, and an alpha helix or complete turn of a coil contains about 3.67 amino acid residues. The pitch of a helix is 5.4 angstrom, and therefore each amino acid is about 1.5 angstrom distant from the next amino acid residue. Besides alpha helix structure, other types of secondary structures of proteins also occur. Among these beta conformations, which is known as beta plated sheets, a number of polypeptide chains are cross-linked with hydrogen bond in which amino acid to carboxylic terminal orientation may be in same direction or inverse. Linus Pauling and Robert Corey are credited with doing pioneer work on polypeptide bond and organization of proteins. They even predicted the existence of secondary structure of proteins many years before the first complete structure of protein was elucidated. Next structure is tertiary structure of protein. The coiled alpha helix proteins chain is further folded in various ways. This folding, which is very specific for a particular protein constituent, its a tertiary structure, and it is determined by its primary structure. The tertiary structure of protein is stabilized by the following forces. First is hydrogen bond, other than those established between the peptide linkage, disulfide SS bonds, ionic bonds or salt linkage. Steric effects means the interaction of non-polar side chains caused by the mutual repulsion of the solvent and van der Waals forces. Fourth type of structure is quaternary structure, or this is the most advanced structure of protein. Sometimes protein than one polypeptide chain are associated together to form a relatively more stable supermodel of protein. This constitutes the quaternary structure of protein. For example, in blood hemoglobin, there are four polypeptide chains or subunits that constitute the protein. Quaternary structure is maintained by various forces like disulfide linkage, hydrogen bond, etc. between the different polypeptide chains of the protein. So this is the sum up of this session, and this session is powered by digital version 2.0, Jyoti Vidyapeeth Women's University. Hope you are satisfied with this session, and if you have any query, then mention in the comment box. I will resolve it. Thank you.